Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Hi to the other Sandy and to Mark. Um, I could see a few of you got here early. I was early too, as you could see. Wait, hold on. Sorry. I hope this music isn't too loud. If it is, let me know. I will lower it happily. So I was trying to find some peppy music to play because it's a party, and this is the peppiest I could find. Hey, HC, long time no see. Thanks for coming in. Thank you, thank you. I am going to show you a birthday present that I got, an early gift from one of my friends. Well, you know, I have the crochet group that comes here to my house on Friday. So my friend showed up with this, and I am just so excited because I've seen this book on other YouTube channels. They other people have shown it, and um, I liked it. I was like, oh my gosh! And then she brought it over. I was excited. Um, she also gave me this a while ago. I really have to give it back to her because she didn't give that to me. She just let me use it. But that's an encyclopedia of dishcloths. So she's one of those people who can read a pattern easily. It takes no effort for her to read it. I have to, hey, Barbara, I kind of struggle. I learned with video. So reading a pattern doesn't come natural to me. Anyway, let me see what you guys are saying. I need my glasses oh, because because 40 happened. Barbara here is here. Hi, Barbara. I have been here for a while. Hi from my little corner of Kentucky, one of my favorite states, Kentucky. Thank you, Mark. Yeah, I tried to dress up a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. This is probably what I'll wear for Thanksgiving too. So, um, yeah, books are your favorite. Yes, you're the bookworm of the bunch. Um, Mark, I found out I was monetized back in May. So back in May, it was a busy time for me. The summer was busy because my son was home. My son, the eater, he likes to eat, and I like to cook. So I cooked for him the whole summer. I was YouTube took a back seat um, because of that. So, and I really wasn't in the mood still because of I had a family member who passed away, so I kind of like got bummed out because of that. I don't know. You know, stuff like that happens, and it's so surprising. It just throws you off. Kiwi's Crochet Corner. Thanks for coming in. She says, happy birthday and congratulations on the monetization. And thank you, Mark. We will be celebrating Thanksgiving a little bit bigger this year than I thought. I'm out and about, Granny says. I had to go to Walmart to pick up meds and a few things, but wanted to wish you a fun party. Thank you, Granny D. Um, so anyway, yeah, we are going to have quite the crowd over for Thanksgiving. So that's good. Um, yeah, right, Mark. Um, yeah, so my sister-in-law called and she confirmed that she is coming over and she is also bringing her significant other and she's also bringing her daughter, my niece, and she might bring her significant other. So we'll have, if everyone shows up, that'll be 7 people. So that's a nice size. That's a nice size Not too big, not too small. Um, and she said that, two of the people that she's bringing really like dark meat. And I had only purchased a turkey breast because I don't like dark meat, and neither does my other son or my husband. So the only reason why I cooked a whole turkey before was because my son Bradley likes the dark meat. Um, but since she's having two people in her party that like dark meat, she decided that she is going to get the turkey and cook it herself, which is fine. I mean, I like to cook turkey, I don't mind. But she offered to cook it, so yeah, that's fine too. Let me do this. Let me do this. Let me read the chat. Let me read the chat right here on my phone. What is that noise? Okay. Sorry. Okay, let me see. Let me open this. Sorry. Yeah, this is better. This is better. Okay. Yeah. And I know I've said this before. I don't want to keep repeating myself, but some of you didn't know. I was born on Thanksgiving at noon. So it's kind of like my thing. Thanksgiving, I was a Thanksgiving baby. So Thanksgiving is kind of like my one of my favorite holidays. I'm just going to get some crochet here done. I'm a little bit behind with my whips. I'm telling you, I don't get to crochet a lot just because I have been getting, sometimes I get a lot of text messages that I have to answer, and it seems like I'm always on my phone answering text messages. Um, Regina Reed is here. Hello, Regina. Um, Thank you. I appreciate everybody coming in. Thank you. That means a lot to me that you can be here and celebrate with me. And we're just having a little short but sweet party. And we're not going to go too long. We're gonna end at 3:30 Central. Um, or wait a minute. Is VJ not on today? Is she like taking a couple weeks off? I know definitely she's skipping a few of her usual lives, but is Monday one of those skip days? Does anybody know? Well, we'll find out as the party progresses, won't we? Yes, we will. Okay. All right. Mark says, yes, Annie, that's one thing that we have in common. We're both Thanksgiving babies. Right. I remember now. Canada's Thanksgiving is always the second Monday in October, and my birthday is October 9th. Yes, I remember that. Now and same year, right, Mark? Um, Virginia, I'm still here waiting for me to get my lazy body to the pencil because, oh my gosh. Sandy, I can't remember where you are, but I know you're south of me. Why do I want to say it's Florida where you are? But I'm not sure you're in Florida. I'm not sure. But we had a cold snap in Chicago last week. Oh, well, it kind of started. Yeah, I think it was all last week. It was very cold. Oh, you're in Missouri. Why did I think you're in Florida? I don't know. Well, still, I got it kind of right. You're south of me. Kiwi's heater quit working the other day, right in the middle of the coldest time of year for Texas. I know when Texas gets cold, go big or go home, Texas. Texas does everything big. When Texas gets cold, Texas gets cold. And it like shocks everybody who lives there. Oh, yeah. Nightbot and Mark are best friends, aren't they? They're BFFs. Yeah, Nightbot will greet anyone who says hi. I think it's the word hi or and or hello. I'm not sure if it's both or just one of those words. So did I say hi to Grammy Colleen? Grammy Colleen, welcome in. Thanks for coming. I appreciate it. Thank you. Tammy Emma's here. Hook in one hand, rod in the other. Butter, rod in the wait. Oh, that's her name. Hook in one hand, rod in the other. I like that. I thought you were saying that. Okay. I like that. That is clever. Chris's kaleidoscope is here. Um, does anyone want to share? Let me know in the comments. Let me know in the chat. How did you pick your YouTube name? I'm gonna guess left is right crochet thingy. She guessing she's a lefty. Uh, I'm just assuming that's probably why her channel name is on there. Is that and Kiwi's Crochet Corner? Your name was cute. Chris's Kaleidoscope. I like that one. Grammy Colleen Crochets. That's kind of self-explanatory. I like that one. Very plain and to the point. Tammy M. Hook in one hand, rod in the other. So do you do things with cows? Thank you, Mark. I love my yarn ball. I really love it. Last year, when Texas froze over, Texans had no idea what to do. Power kept getting cut off and pipes were breaking. Yeah, my parents had that problem. They had to sleep in the church. I believe they had that problem in 2020, I want to say. I thought, was it last year also? But I remember them having that problem the year of the that we had the lockdown. I am drinking water. I would love to drink something fancier, but I have the chiropractor today. And I must prepare for the chiropractor. That reminds me, I need to set my watch for me to drink water every few minutes because I will forget. And then I'll go to the chiropractor and then it won't, you know, it won't do any good. Oh, I would think a fishing rod. Other. Oh, okay, other. I thought you, oh my gosh, Sandy, breathe. Oh. Says Kiwi is my parrot, and I've been trying to teach him how to crochet for the last 4 years. So that's where I got my channel name from. All right, Kiwi is your parrot, and you were trying to teach him how to crochet. How's that working out? Regina's not that creative. Well, you could always. I was for years. I was just my name, my first and last name, until I decided to make content about crochet. I'm so creative with words overall as a longtime writer, and the artist community on YouTube is very supportive for the most part. Barbara says She's back. Had to bring in firewood. Sounds cozy. Kiwis. It might have been 2020. I'm not sure. Okay. I just know at one point my family and I were outside melting snow over a fire to flush the toilets. Oh gosh. Yeah. Yeah. I kind of remember it was the year of the pandemic, and they were able to stay at the church regardless of the lockdown situation. I think Texas lifted their lockdown anyway, kind of earlier than we did. So by November, it was, you know, whenever that happened, it was fine. They had people over at the church. Um, I thought of something to tell you just a minute ago, and I can't remember. Hmm. Um, I almost thought I had it. Chris is asking me if I'm in Chicago. Are you asking me? I'm in Chicago. Yes. Mark's house runs on natural gas. Mm, does ours run on natural gas? No. We don't know. Hmm. What was I going to say to you? I can't remember. I cannot remember what I was missing. You can hold the hook in his mouth, okay, and the yarn in one hand. He has the motion down to draw up a loop, but he can't hold the hook very long before it gets too heavy for him. Wow, 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 wow. So do you give him a smaller hook? I've seen like mini hooks. I mean, they're for knitting, I think, but they look like a crochet hook. Yeah, go ahead, Mark. Post away. Have a ball. Darn, what was I going to say? We were talking about um, my channel name. It was just my first and last name, and then I decided to go with hook hook crochet. I was kind of thinking like a hip hip hooray, a take on that little phrase. So that's kind of how I came up with that. That is so cool. Um, I think I was going to tell you something about Chester. I don't know. I don't know. Chester called up called off work sick yesterday. So for those of you who don't know, Chester is my service dog. I take him with me most places. There are certain places I don't take him. For example, the dentist. I don't take him in there. I feel like it's kind of a sterile place, and I can I can survive without him there. He's not going to really, you know, do anything for me at the dentist. And that's funny because that's when I'm most anxious is at the dentist. That's anxiety city right there. I can't. I have a hard time with the dentist. That needle, I don't know. Anyway, um, so yesterday when I took him with me to church, and I actually it was my turn to greet. So I usually stand at a certain doorway, whatever doorway they need me to work at that day. So I stood at the doorway with him. It's an inside doorway, so you get your door to come into the building, then you walk a little bit, and then there's another door to go into the sanctuary. So that's the door I greet at. Somebody else gets them right when they come to the building. I don't like to do that. That's like really come in, hello. Um, but that's what I do. I do it with Chester, and Chester was not in the mood. He actually was like, shaky a little bit. It had been a while since he greeted with me, and um, I think he thought he saw my husband go past. Wasn't him though, but he thought it was him, and he almost lunged out of my home for him. And then he was, I had to call my husband to come in and get him. Oh, Chris says everything I make is a play of color. So that's hence the kaleidoscope. Regina, you see my point with the dentist, huh? I didn't know, you didn't know my Chester was my service dog as well. Yeah, he started out as my emotional support pet, emotional support animal. Then he was trained to be a service dog. He knows how to help me in certain situations. So I have him as an official service dog. Wow. I thought you were just kidding earlier, Kiwi, about teaching your parrot how to crochet, but you serious. That is cool. That is a cool thing. Um, so yeah, and I took on a new responsibility. I mentioned this a couple of weeks ago. I added to my resume, I'm working with the children again after 10 years of not working with the kids. I told myself I'll take a break, and then I realized I hadn't done anything like that in 10 years. So they needed some extra volunteers. So I'm like, oh, I'll do it. So it was pretty okay. Um, Not bad. I mean, it kind of was a rude awakening because then I realized, oh, MG, a lot of germs, a lot of germs. I know kids are germy. However, they have this thing when the children have to go to the bathroom, and I'll never understand it. I used to go to the doctor, one of my doctors, and I saw this doctor specifically for my OCD issues. If I needed to go to the bathroom in her office, she had this big giant key. I mean, the key wasn't giant, but the key chain, but it was a giant key. You had to grab the key and then use the key to get into the bathroom. Well, they have. Why would you have that when you treat OCD? Why would you like subject your patients to more? I mean, just I guess to keep them coming, right? Anyway, they have this key for the kids. It's like a pass. It's not a key. It's a pass. They have to grab the pass and take it with them to the bathroom. I can't imagine where they put that key when they're using the bathroom, probably on the floor. I don't even know if they washed their hands. And I just said to the person that I was helping, okay, that triggered my OCD. Just keep that little pass away from me. I can handle other things, but I can't handle the pass. Okay, let's see what I missed. Okay. Barbara is saying, I bet she'd hold it a bit better than Tweety. He's only a 4 ounce Indian litter. I read that already. Okay, all the best to your family as well as Annie, especially with Thanksgiving coming up too. I have very little family left, unfortunately. I still have my one brother. Yeah, I don't have as much family as I used to come over to celebrate. My sister-in-law just happens to be able to come this year, but usually it's for the past few years, it's just been me, my husband, and my son. Because the other boy doesn't come home for Thanksgiving. Um, Huey says, I've never had a problem with the dentist, but then again, I have a bird who likes to stick his beak in my ears and pick at my teeth. I don't, oh my gosh. Granny's trying to listen while she's in the line at the pharmacy at Walmart. I got to go to the pharmacy myself. Let's see. Yeah, I went to the grocery store yesterday to run in. I needed one thing. I needed a frozen pizza because the Bears were on and we had a taste for pizza. And we don't really have a good list of pizza places around here to get pizza. And the one that's a good place to get pizza doesn't open till 4 p.m. So we had to we just bought a frozen pizza and it was a madhouse, I'll tell you. The lady I got kiwi from smoked heavily around him and he developed an obsession for cigarettes. She said once he snatched a lit cigarette from her, set her curtains on fire. Jeez, it might take me the next 10 years, but I'm going to teach him how to crochet and also stay away from cigarettes. Well, that would be a good thing to learn too. The lady that was the breeder that I got Chester from, was definitely a smoker. We walked in the house and it was really smoky in there. So kind of glad I rescued poor Chester from that. Um, I don't know. I don't have anything against smokers, but some people just have a home where there's a lot of smokers and those smokers smoke a lot. So after a while, everything smells like cigarettes. And it gets to the point where it's too much to handle. You know, I don't again, I don't have a problem with people smoking. I kind of like the smell of cigarette smoke myself. But old cigarette smoke, like stale smell, stale scent, stale cigarette odor, I don't do well with. My husband's in here. Nightbot saying hi to him. Yeah, so Kiwi's going to keep trying with teaching her bird how to crochet, her parrot how to crochet. Um, that is cool. Um, I feel like every time we talk about your bird crocheting, I feel like it kind of reminds me there's something I needed to say along that line. Anyway, well, I was talking about the past for the kids in the bathroom. I need to just keep that past away from me. And yeah, Regina, frozen pizza is the best. Especially our grocery store here that we have. It's called Jewel, like Jewel, like jewelry. It's just called Jewel. They have a really good pizza. Their store brand pizza is really good, in my opinion. I like it, and my son likes it. Like it's really, really good. Like thin crust, and we don't have anything on our pizza. We just like it with cheese only. That's it. So there's my water alarm. Was that Jennifer? Jennifer is in here. Hi, Jennifer. Thanks for coming to my party. I appreciate it. I'm just drinking water here. Nothing fun until after my chiropractor appointment. Then that's when I'm going to have the fun. Lauren is here. Hi, Lauren. Kiwi says she's a smoker, but I only smoke outside. I won't subject Kiwi to something so bad for the health. Plus, I have way too much yarn. I know, right? It gets on your yarn. Oh, yeah, yeah. I know. I was helping one of my friends crochet, and she brought her yarn, and I was like really close to the crochet to her yarn, and like, oh my god, it was like a big Um, at least I got a big whiff of the stale cigarette smell. You know, what happened? Why did you say whoops? Did Nightbot didn't yell at you, did he? And Regina quit in 1999 after 30 years of smoking. There you go. That is a good thing. That's good. Well, Mark, he just says hello to you. He'll really yell at you if you use I think I took it off though. All caps or emojis, but I think I disabled that one. I think he'll say something if you use certain words or something. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, I know. Cigarettes used to be marketed way back in the day before I was born. Cigarettes used to be marketed as something good for your health. Like if you didn't feel good, you should smoke a cigarette. If you felt a little anxious, you should smoke a cigarette. If you were a little aggravated, you should smoke a cigarette. I know what I was going to tell you. I know what I was going to tell you now. Okay, okay, my morning news crew. Yeah, probably swear words too. My morning news crew. This news crew. I've been watching them for 26 years. I They're my favorite people to start my morning with, and so we are. The channel name is WGN. It stands for World's Greatest Newspaper, or World's Greatest News. WGN, because they also own one of the Chicago newspapers. I can't remember if it's Tribune or Sun Times. One of them they they own. Anyway, uh, they like to clown around in the morning, as they should, for people who need to get themselves in a better mood in the morning. Not all of us wake up so chipper. So they like to clown around, and they every once in a while, the woman anchor, she will make a retro recipe. So a recipe from an old recipe book, like maybe from the 50s, perhaps maybe even from the 70s. You know, my night thought hold that thought, jumps all over people that use more than three emojis or something. I can't figure out how to, yeah, I figured out how to turn it off. It took me a while, but yeah, cigarette ads date back to the 1950s at least, especially during the dawn of television. Yeah, a lot of people growing up smokers, Regina. Oh, really? Mark, I'm YouTube, I don't swear, but that's all I'm gonna say. On YouTube, I don't swear. Same thing, the generation after mine seems to have less than so. Yeah. What's ARDS? What's ARDS, Chris? Um, so anyway, so every once in a while she does these retro recipes, and they're like mostly disgusting recipes that use food that we don't eat anymore, or like I don't know, that is weird. Like everything back then used to be made using a jello mold, and they incorporate jello inside of their food. Or like they would make spam cakes and stuff like that. I like spam, but I'm not gonna eat like a whole chunk of it, like a cake. Well, like a slice of spam. Spam I'll have, but not like a Anyway, today she decided, because they also, that channel airs Friends now, and that's a big deal. So they had her cook the Thanksgiving trifle that Rachel cooked. And does anybody remember why Rachel made such a crazy trifle? Because this trifle was, it was mostly dessert, but then she added some meat and vegetables in it. Does anybody remember why she made it that way? I do, because they reminded us why. Lulu is here. Cindy, right? Your name is? Today is my husband's birthday. Great day to celebrate. Yep. Happy birthday to your husband, Cindy. Um, oh, respiratory distress syndrome. Okay. Yeah, that's not good then if you have that. Yeah, Lucy O'Ball, a lot. And let's see. Yeah, it's very hard to quit smoking. Barbara quit too. Yeah, Mark, right now I'm crocheting this blanket. It's using it's the yarn is pretty heavy, so by the time I'm finished with the blanket, it's going to be used as a weighted blanket because crochet blankets are heavy in the first place, but this yarn is pretty heavy, so it's going to be my little weighted blanket. But anyway, she cooked this trifle, and oh my gosh! So it was lady fingers, some jam, um, some whipped cream, some custard, and ground beef with peas, and then more of whipped cream, more lady fingers, and everything. But let's see if anybody. No, nobody looks like nobody can remember why Rachel cooked that trifle like she did. She had made a mistake. She was even Rachel when she was making this trifle on Friends. She was like making it, following the recipe, and she told the guys what was in it. She goes, "Yeah, I kind of thought that was weird too, but I guess that's how people like their food sometimes." Well, the problem was that in the recipe book, two pages were stuck together. So when she turned the page, she actually turned two pages. And the next recipe was a continuation of another recipe for shepherd's pie. So she kind of mixed a dessert trifle for Thanksgiving with a shepherd's pie. So that's how she ended up putting that stuff in there. Where is that cake behind you? Top shelf on your right, bottom corner. Is top shelf, bottom corner. On my right. Am I right? This one? Are you talking about this one? Let me know if that's what you're talking about, and I'll pull it out. Okay, that one. Okay. I will show you what that is. This is a yarn I got from a local yarn shop, and it's called Hot Cakes. It's made by Plymouth Yarn, and look at that. Isn't that pretty? Look at that. That is so gorgeous. And when I found this, it was during the Chicago Yarn Crawl. Yeah, I think. Or was it Yarn Crawl or was it Small Business Saturday? I remember it being cold. So I think it was Small Business Saturday. So I went to this yarn shop, couldn't find anything. And then in the corner of her store on the bottom shelf was these cakes. And I'm like, oh, this is perfect. And I still haven't used it. I think I got it in 20. I want to say 2019. I still haven't used it. It's a machine wash, gentle cycle, tumble dry low. Suggestion an 8 hook to an H, um, not an 8 millimeter, but a number 8 hook. So an H would be that's 5 millimeter. It's made in Turkey, um, and it's 75% acrylic and 25% 404 yards of yarn. So I got this, and I thought it would make a pretty addition to my little yarn wall. So I won't even attempt to put that back because it'll fall. Everything will fall. Hey, Gloria is here. Hi, Glow. Yo, Glow. That's what this Granny V says. Yeah, I know. It's probably why I don't use it because I like it. I don't want to mess it up. Oh, my nail polish. Oh, these are falling off. I have to get them redone tomorrow. Tomorrow's my actual birthday, and I thought of having another live on that birthday, but I'm like, no, I kind of want to do stuff. I want to go, because it's going to be warmer than it has been. So I want to perhaps maybe have lunch with a friend, and I'm going to get my nails done and do all kinds of stuff like that. Yeah, probably a poncho. You're right, Cindy. Um, what was I going to say? I was going to say that, oh, what I'm going to have for my birthday, my friend makes this amazing drink. It's called limoncello. I don't know if any of you have heard of this drink or even had the pleasure of having, but she makes it with the peel, lemon peel, and she has an whole grain, like no, grain alcohol, and she lets it ferment for several weeks, and it's really good. It's very strong, so you only need a little bit. She makes it in this cute little thing. Um, Let me go get it. I'll show everybody. It comes in this cute little. Hold on, hold on, just a second. Okay. So here is the limoncello. How it comes. So she makes this. This is so. Oh my gosh! I can't wait to have this tomorrow for my birthday. After I come home, after I get my nails done and everything. Um, and then my son, he goes into work later tomorrow, so he'll probably take me out for dinner or something. I don't know, a bunch of stuff tomorrow. The, the plan is to not stay home and do laundry and watch a lot of TV. I usually do. It seems like I have to do a lot of chores. So today is my chore day. Today I've been doing laundry, and I have lots of laundry to fold and put away and hang later on when I come back to the chiropractor. I don't like doing that. I don't like doing that. So maybe I'll put the TV on while I do that, or watch a YouTube. Um, I think somebody's gonna go live today. Um, and do that. I think I got like 5 loads to fold and overhand and put away. Um, perhaps maybe even 7. I'm not sure. But laundry kind of piled up, and then I did all the laundry, sorted and everything. I'm almost done with doing the laundry. And so when I come back, I'm going to fold it. And so, because I don't want to do any chores tomorrow. I really don't. No, I don't want to do any chores. Um, but I don't want to do like nothing either. I don't want to like just sit home and veg out in front of the TV or the computer. I don't want to do that either. So, um, oh my gosh, what happened to Barbara? Oh, she repeated. Sorry, Barbara. Yeah, I must have forgotten to disable that one. But thank you. I could see that you're singing a happy birthday to me. Thank you. Much appreciated. Sandy, no chores on your birthday. There should be at least one day off a year for all of us. Um, Cindy has to go. Mark, what tragic day? Are you talking about JFK? Hi, Bailey. Yeah, that's the only thing I can remember tomorrow being a sad day. Okay, JFK. Yeah, JFK was shot 10 years before I was born. Yeah, that's I and a lot of people still tell me that. Older people, of course, I tell them the day I was born, and they mention JFK. So yeah, just like the kids who were born on September 11th, you know, they'll always get reminded, oh, that day, or perhaps December. I think is it December 6th or is it the 5th? Uh, Pearl Harbor Day. Um, yeah. Don't remind me, Mark. Oh my gosh, there's a man at church who got married the day after I was born. So we always remember each other's, big day. And but he forgets why I know that. Because he's older, you know. So if you figure he got married the day after I was born. So that's now add at least 20 to that age. That's how old he is. He's already at, he forgets every time I mention, happy anniversary coming up. And how do you know? And I have to remind him because I remember you told me a long time ago that you got married on this day this year. And remember, I said that's the day after I got married. You got married Black Friday. I don't know. Did they do Black Friday in the 70s or is that fairly new? But December 7th. I wish they would stop with the Black Friday, um, early Black Friday sales. And there was this research that somebody done, Consumer Report research. I don't know if the actual Consumer Report magazine, but this guy did a research and he was on the news talking about what stores are actually giving you discount prices versus the stores that are, it's not even a discount. I mean, it's a couple pennies discount, on things. They're not really giving you, you know, a doorbuster price. They're just marking it that way. Or like they'll say sale price 19.99, regular price 59.99, and he did some research and he found out that that item never is for $59.99. It's always on some. It's always got a lower price. Now that might be the retail suggested retail price, but it's never sold for that much. You know, whatever it is. So they get you. Oh, Mark, it's called Black Friday. Oh, thanks, Mark. It's called Black Friday because when you're doing accounting and all your assets are written in black ink and all your debts are written in red ink. So when people say we're in the red, we're in the red, that means they owe money. Businesses, we're in the red, they owe money. When they're in the black, that's when they're making money. They're making a profit. So that's when all the businesses they call it Black Friday because that's when a lot of businesses make their big profits is the Friday after Thanksgiving. So that's why they call it Black Friday. So I hope that helps you understand. Um, oh, Bailey, you're so sweet. And Kiwi's got to run. Okay, Kiwi, thank you for coming to the party. I appreciate it. Now, um, what else was I telling you? Okay, so, but back to Black Friday. I'm not really a fan of Black Friday because that one reason, not really good deals. Anyway, then they start early. Let's call all November Black Friday time. Well, that's gonna make it special. And I don't know. It's a lot of they make Christmas commercialized. It's supposed to be a holy holiday, and they just make it about greed. I don't know, and like wishing for things, and hoping you can get this. And um, not, I don't want to say the word craving, but what's it? Uh, what's the word I'm looking for? It's not crave is for food, but what is it for when you oh, I want to buy this, I want to buy this, what's the word I'm thinking of? But you know what I'm saying. Like then the holiday becomes all about your you know this. So and then one year I remember one year, holy cow, Black Friday commercials were on, and I was struggling that year financially because my husband was really sick that year, and we spent a lot of our money on doctor bills, and not only doctor bills, but um, alternative medicine. So obviously that's not covered by insurance. We were trying to find out how to get him better. So that year we were really like we didn't have a whole bunch of extra money to spend for Christmas. So, but those commercials really made me anxious and worried and disappointed and scared. And remember that all of us, we went to the dollar store, all four of us, me and my kids and my husband. We bought each other dollar store gifts, and that's all we had. And that's, you know, but the point was that I told my kids, at least you have your dad still with us, you know. And for I think they were teenagers back then. That was kind of I don't know if it was hard, but it's not your usual way to celebrate Christmas, and it shouldn't even be that way. But On the other hand, I do like the advent calendar things. I don't like how expensive some of them are. They're like crazy expensive, the ones I would want to get. But like a cheap little silly advent calendar, I don't have any little kids in my life. So I don't have anybody to buy that for. But I think that's a good little gift because the whole month the kid gets to open up something little. And it's a cute idea. I really like it. As I don't know, as opposed to like waiting, you know, all Christmas, all December, and just thinking about what you want. You know, what's the word that I was trying to think of? It's not crave. It's crave when you want food, but what is it called when you want an item? When you're wishing for something, when you're hoping for something. I'm looking for a different word. I don't know. Mark, are you still here? You're the author. What word am I looking for? Not anticipation, but when you're anticipating getting something. I don't know what word I'm trying to do. But anyway, so that's my opinion. I know everybody feels a different way. To each his own. I don't know. You know, I'm not judging anybody who likes the commercialism part. Okay, I my aunt is watching. Well, she was about an hour ago. She's saying happy early birthday. I'm not sure if she's still watching, but I know that she gets kind of busy babysitting. Oh yeah, don't forget to type the word hook if you want Nightbot to drop your link. And Sanita is here. Eager? It's not that. It's not quite eager, but that's a good word too. You know, it's a verb, like to crave something, not lust after something. Covet. I think the word is covet. I'm thinking of when you're coveting something. Yeah, that's the word. Yeah, they make the children all they do in December is covet toys. You know, they just covet toys. Just like, oh my gosh, and I want that. I want this. I want that. And they, skip telling the kids what Christmas is really about. Yeah, covet. That's the word. That is the word that I was looking for. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't think Christmas should be about coveting. But it's out of our control sometimes. I know businesses have to make money, and that's what it's called Black Friday for that reason. They have to make some kind of profit, you know. Otherwise, it becomes it becomes hard to stay in business if you're not really turning a profit all the time. But don't at the same time don't lie to us and say Black Friday deals, doorbusters now, get them before before we run out of and then it's not even a sale. It's like a couple pennies difference of what you normally charge. Please. And I actually saw I don't do price comparisons too much because I don't shop at too many stores all the time. Um, but I just happened to go to two different grocery stores over the weekend, and I did see an item that was a butterball turkey breast for $12.99 at one grocery store, and at the other grocery store Same thing for $16.99. And then at another grocery store, same thing, I think it was $11.99, but it was a different brand. It wasn't Butterball. So I did notice. I'm like, hey, the price went from $12.99 for same product, Butterball turkey breast. Um, and then another store, it was $4 more. Um, oh, okay. I was reading something else. Sorry, I got a little distracted. And Chris is back. Okay. Yeah. Um, I did buy one early Christmas decoration. I bought a Klingon for my window. A little one, Linus. I believe it's Linus. I don't think it's Charlie Brown. I think it's Linus. He's got a little Santa hat on, and I put that in my window. I thought it would be cute because we kind of have like a little boy in the house again. We have Chester. He's like a little boy. He's very mischievous at times, but he knows how to behave in public. Like my kids, we're so bad at home, but in public they were angels. I guess that's the good part. They gave me no problem in public. Um, Maybe at the stores sometimes, at the grocery stores a little bit, but not as bad as I've seen other kids get at the grocery stores. Like some kids like throw all out super games, in the grocery store. My gosh, I'm so glad I'm not that mother. That's what can you do? I on the other hand, I've seen mothers throw tantrums in the store with their kids. So like their kid would do one thing wrong and they would get yelled at by their parents, like really yelled at, like they broke the law or something. And it wasn't really even a big deal. Like they just dropped something from their hand, So the poor kid gets yelled at. Um, Now, of course, in the old days, the kids would get spanked because you could see it. But now people are more careful to spank their kids in public. They don't want to be on the news. You know, People have their phones out all the time, so you can't be spanking your kids in public because you'll be on you'll be on Entertainment Tonight or whatever. You'll be on a news magazine show. Look at woman, or you'll go viral. Yeah, they'll put you on Facebook. They'll put you on Twitter. Mm-mm. I see some people put on TikTok customers like this one woman. She was working at a smoothie place, and one customer came in and he was so mad. And she recorded him. She recorded his whole rant and she put it on TikTok. And oh my gosh, that man, I would hate to be that man, you know, having a temper tantrum. And then now everybody can see it. Well, not everybody's on TikTok, but a lot of people are. And I'm sure somebody recognized him. Uh, order that. Store closes at midnight. Okay. I'm hoping to get that taken care of. I just got an email about there's every once in a while the store has a they sell items. They don't sell them all the time, but they sell these items um, that sale ends at midnight. So Yeah, Bailey, you ain't kidding. Barbers were modeling, and I was on can't reach afford any of the more. But I chose one of the least expensive. Came in colors I liked and colors as well as the expensive one. Yeah, you know, that's I mean, why spend more money than you need to? For what? Just to say I spent more money on this? I mean, like, uh, yeah. The other day, I had such weird pain all over. I thought I was getting really sick. I don't know. I thought like somebody had a voodoo doll of me. I kept getting all this kind of random pain all over, not just one spot. It started in my foot, and then I got the pain in my leg, and then I got the pain in my neck, and then I got the pain in my arm, and then even in like right here, my rib area. It really felt like somebody had a voodoo doll standing. Yeah, this person had a hook crochet voodoo doll, and they were just taking them. We were just poking away at the doll, and I was just because it was random pain, it was sharp pain, and it was sporadic. You know, it would go away and then come back and go like, and I wasn't about to go to the hospital or anything because that's kind of a weird list of symptoms. What are your symptoms? I don't know. It feels like somebody has a voodoo doll of me. But anyway, it went away and I was fine the next day. Yeah, I know. And it was freaky. Oh, okay. That is fine, Mark. You gotta do what you gotta do. That email, oh my gosh. Sometimes my email gets piled up. I went to open my email this morning. Now I have three different email addresses, so I have to check in three different places. But one email, it said I had 84 unread emails. Well, I open my email every day, so that number does not get too high. And I guess I didn't open my email yesterday. I guess I just forgot. And that number was at 84. I'm like, whoa. And I think 80 of those messages were spam. So I had to like, some of them I just deleted. And some of them I actually took the time to report as spam and unsubscribe. But it seems like I'm doing that too many days in a row. It's like I'm reporting the same senders as spam, but unsubscribing to the same, unsubscribing from the same senders. Not like I subscribe to these people in the first place. Like sometimes I'll get emails from companies like, "How did you get my email address?" And then they come in Spanish. Well, I don't do any email in Spanish. So obviously you got my email from somewhere. I just assumed I spoke Spanish because my last name ends in a vowel. Well, I can speak Spanish, but I don't speak it on a daily basis. You know, it's not my first language. Ooh, nice. 25 likes. That is really good. Thank you, everybody, for putting your thumbs up. If you haven't already, now I will ask this. I am well, the last time I checked, I was two people away from 1,100. Okay. Now, I it's been almost a year since I reached my goal of 1,000 SUBs, SUBs. YouTube doesn't want to say certain words, but you know what I meant. 1,000. I reached 1,000 in January, and I know I did take a long break. I took a 6 month break from YouTube. So getting to the next, you know, getting to 1,100 took me longer than it should have. However, I was stuck at 1080s for a long time, many, many, many months. I was stuck at 1080s something, you know, 1081, 1083, 1081, 1085, 1081, 1087, 1082, 1088. You know, I was stuck there for a long time. Just recently, it started going back up. And today I woke up and it said 1080, 1098. So I'm two away from my next milestone. I don't even I consider that a milestone. Some people may not, but regardless, I would like to reach that 1100. Bailey says she apologizes, but she's expected somewhere in 10 minutes. Thankfully, she's not far away. She's wishing me all the best, and she put her thumb up, and she'll catch the replay. Okay, Bailey, thank you. Sounds good. Take care and stay safe. That's like me in speaking French. I'm semi-fluent, but I don't speak or type it daily. Yeah, I don't either. 1090-ish. Yeah, it goes sometimes it'll go way down. It'll go way down and then it'll go way up again. I don't know. It can be frustrating if you let it get to you. I try not to. I try not to. Some days I have a hard time and I'm just frustrated. Yeah, I'll use that word, frustrated. But I'm thinking of another term of how I feel concerning my YouTube issues. Um, yeah, you can use your imagination on that. Okay, let's see. I'm missing here. Yeah, I can understand Spanish, most of it. Hey, Maribel, and but I just dislike when I get mail or email, regular mail or email in Spanish. Uh, Obviously, if it's in both English and Spanish, of course I don't care. But if it just comes in Spanish only, I don't I don't care for that. Like, don't assume I can't speak English. Like, you're assuming I can't speak English just because my name is of the Latin persuasion. You know, you assume that I can't speak speak English. And that's not right because I mean, you just shouldn't assume someone can speak English because they are of a certain culture. You know, you shouldn't even assume that they're going to have an accent. You know, I know that my husband doesn't have an accent. At least I don't hear it. But no, he doesn't. I can't say he has any kind of accent. Um, but most Filipinos that I know have accents. There's hardly too many Filipinos, well, especially the Filipinos who were born in the Philippines, like my husband. They usually still maintain their accent. My husband, he had a different goal. He had, he wanted to get rid of that accent, so he taught himself some. He did some articulation exercises to get rid of that accent. You know. So if you're wondering why my timer goes off, it's to remind myself to drink some water because I have my chiropractor appointment coming up, and that should be lots of fun. I'm looking forward to it because I'm getting a substitute person, and I rather have the usual person that works with me. So that's just all I'm going to say about that. I'm not saying anything more. Yeah. Anyway, so so yesterday I worked with the kids at church, and do you know what happened to me after I was finished with my little shift, which is not a very long shift, and it's every other week, so it's not like you can get burnt out. When I used to do it for 20 years in another church, I did it for like 3 hours at a time every single Sunday. Sometimes even I would take the night shift as well. So, I mean, it just got ridiculous, which is why I needed a break. And that break turned out to be 10 years long. But anyway, after I was done, I got so hungry. I got like extremely hungry. And then, but I couldn't have any snack because I had to go to my other job for the next service and do my greeting. So I did my greeting all the while my stomach was growling. And then I went, they have a snack room. So they have bananas, apples, they have cereal and milk, coffee, tea, and water. They have chips. They have um, protein bars, you know, muffins, pastries. So I grabbed myself a little snack. I should have eaten an apple, but I didn't. I didn't eat an apple. I ate a bag of chips, of course. The bag of chips were just calling. I don't. Then I had regret after I ate the bag of chips. I was like, oh, I should eat that bag of chips. But I did. Certainly did. Yes, I did. Mark, don't forget, I don't know if you know this, but I know you're dropping your link for your book, but you can also have Nightbot drop your link for your YouTube channel by typing the word hook in the chat, and that way I can go. Now, is it? Am I correct? Did you not used to have a YouTube channel? Is that something new? Because I kind of remember you not having a channel. Yeah. So you know, I so you're saying Roger that. You're probably saying Roger that to the hook thing. But I'm thinking you didn't used to have a YouTube channel. Look who's here. It's Jeanette. It's my neighbor, Jeanette. Jeanette, I emailed you last week. I emailed you my phone number. I don't know if you're getting my emails, if it's on my end, something's going on with my emails, but I sent you my phone number. So text me back if when you get that email, text me. We'll correspond through text if you don't mind, because my mail is just sometimes I guess it's just unreliable. I still have only one channel, but I'm still mainly a supporter and not. Oh, no, you. That's what it is. You're not a content creator. Okay, and there goes my water timer. Okay, let me check to see about I think um DJ is taking a break this week. I know she's taking a break definitely off of a couple days a week, but is she taking a break from all her lives? I think she is, right? I think she's not going live this week and next week, I think. I'm not sure. And Regina's back. Okay. Hopefully you can see my number. Um, yeah. So we gotta connect. I know this is uh this is not a sale week, and I did not get a chance to go. We lost. I didn't get a chance to go this past weekend. I just didn't. And I told you what was happening on Friday to me. I Somebody had a voodoo doll of Sandy, so I that had me on the couch for hours. I just suddenly started feeling pain all over, just random pain everywhere. But yeah, I wasn't about to go to the doctor and tell him this is what I think is happening because I'd be on another floor in the hospital, you know? Hey, Christy neighbor is here. Yeah, so, and then on Saturday, I had to catch up with whatever I didn't do on Friday. But I had a couple appointments on Saturday too. So, and then I had to do the grocery shop over the weekend because Thanksgiving is coming. And I don't have everything that I need. I'm going to get my produce at the last minute because I want it fresh. Um, but I did get my turkey. I got the ingredients for my stuffing, the rest of the ingredients for my mashed potatoes. I got my cranberries. I make that homemade. I got uh, the pumpkin pie. I want to get fresh too. So, but I don't want to wait too long because I don't want them to run out of pumpkin pies. That will be a problem for my husband. Um, so I really don't want to go on Wednesday grocery shopping. The Wednesday before Thanksgiving. But I don't want to go on my birthday either. And if I go today, kind of early, I don't want to get my potatoes not that fresh. I want to get my potatoes as fresh as I can because I can't stand when my potatoes start growing little tiny potatoes on them. You know, I just don't like that. Oh, okay. The one that I give on YouTube is hook crochet at mail.com. So it's not Hotmail, it's not Gmail, it's not Yahoo Mail, it's just mail.com. Hook crochet at mail.com. That's the one I would like you to use. And hopefully that works because I've been having problems with connecting with Jeanette. Not even that far away from me. Not that that matters to email. Did, did my timer already? Oh my gosh, that was like the fastest 5 minutes ever. It's like I just drank some water. So this is my fourth one that I've had today. I've had three others, so this is four. So that'll let you know how much water I've been able to intake today. I like to keep myself nice and hydrated for the chiropractor. You think so, Regina? You're probably right. It will be the same potatoes. Yeah. Well, my grocery store, they get a lot of, it seems like there's always a truck there loading up. But it might be the same potatoes. You might be right. They might not getting any more um, shipments this week. So maybe I'll pop in there. I mean, the store is not that far. Maybe I'll send my husband to the store to pick up potatoes. I think he's quite capable of getting potatoes. Near my dog. I don't know what he could possibly be barking at. I closed the shades so that wouldn't happen. Liz is here. Hi, Liz. Chester. Chester. Oh my gosh. Everybody's saying hi to everybody. That is nice. It's nice to have Jeanette here. I like when she's here. Um, she is, and Christy. Those are my neighbors. I've never got to meet them in person, but they live really close by me. So it's nice. Oh my gosh, I know Chester's so loud for such a small dog. And he's so far away. I mean, my bedroom is that way and we turned the corner. So you shouldn't be able to hear him, but that's how loud he is. Am I ready? Am I ready for what? For Thanksgiving? Am I ready for Thanksgiving? Is that what you're asking? Um, but 95% ready. Yeah. Um, okay. I don't know what these are. My son over here, my son, not my son, S-O-N. The sun, the S-U-N, it's going in and out. It'll get gloomy and then the sun will come up. And then gloomy and then the sun will come out. Oh, that's aggravating. Just stay one way, preferably sunny. What's your last name? Which I also don't know. My last name is Sarmiento. That's Sarmiento. That's my husband's last name, which is now my last name, Sarmiento. It's been my name more than it's been my Sarmiento's been my name longer than my maiden name was my name. So that is it. Oh yeah, he made your dog look up. Oh my god. Oh, is Teddy your dog or your? Is Megan your cat instead of your dog? That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, that second A mark should be an E. So Miento. But otherwise, that's perfect. That's another 5 minutes that went by fast. I have to. Oh, I just got a text message from my friend, riddled with profanity. That's why I laughed. She's in a bit, quite a bit of pain. Oh my gosh, poor her. Or so I just want to take a quick peek again, just to make sure that VJ is not live. Um, and she was, you know, let me take a break. So okay, so she's not live. I don't want to step on her toes. Um, so we're gonna stay live until then until Granny D, right? Granny D. We'll rate Granny D. That's in a 15 minutes. So we'll do that. We'll rate her, and then after a while, I have to go to the chiropractor, and it will be dark by then. By the time I leave the house, it will be dark already, and I don't like to leave the house dark. Mm-mm. I I prefer, but we only have one more month of this, and then the days start getting longer. So a month from today, the days will start getting longer. OMG, let me get this dog. Hold on just a second. Let me get this dog. Hester, I don't know what you're barking at. You should be able. Let's go show you your new shirt. Show the people your new shirt. Chester got a new shirt. I'll show it to you now. Okay. Chester got a new shirt. I don't know. Does it come out backwards? Does it come out backwards? Yeah, I think it does. Yeah. Is it backwards? No, it's not backwards. No, it's not. It's right. Sit and stay university. Yeah. And it's kind of Christmassy. We discovered that green is its color. Isn't it your color, right? Just your color. Green is your color. Just your color. Green is your color. Say hi to the people. Say hi. He got a lot of attention. The 5 minutes he did greet with me at church yesterday, he got a lot of attention, a lot of pets, 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 and of course I had to wipe them down because some little kids, the kids don't wash their hands. I mean, some do, but you can't always trust the kids. So when they pet Chester, I'm like, get the puppy wipes and wipe them down because there's no telling what was on their hands, you know? Right, Chester? Right? Right? You're a good boy, right? You're a good boy? I know. My husband says, I don't need a birthday gift because I already have Chester. I think that's fair. I think that's right. That's accurate. I already have Chester. Don't need anything else. Oh my gosh, but my friend, not my friend, well, mine. I mean, she started out my friend. She's my sister in law now. She sent me a $75 gift card, Joanne. I was blown away. Like, that is a lot of money. Well, she cray cray like that. She's crazy. Okay, yeah, Granny D. I was just telling everybody we're gonna raid you because VJ is not on. She's off this week. Um, so mark your Swedish on your dad's side. Oh, it's pronounced U-O. Oh, but you also Molo. Okay. Oh, Teddy is your chug. Megan is the parrot. Oh, you have a parrot too. Okay, don't. I'll get confused because I know Kiwi's parrot is Kiwi. Yeah, the whole neighborhood can hear Chester. Yeah, we're having fun just talking away. We're just chit chatting. We were talking about Christmas. We were talking about Thanksgiving. We were talking about um, Black Friday. Um, I don't know if any of you. I know I showed this when I first came on. My friend gave me this book, so I'm excited about that book. So that was my birthday present, my friend. And then, like I said, my sister gave me the Joanne gift card, e-gift card. So that's good. And I told you that my son works at Joanne, and I discovered that I cannot use his discount. So yeah, I you have to have an actual ID with you. Speaking of IDs, I need to find his. He needs to change his ID. He needs to change his license address. He's been living in Pennsylvania for this is the third year, and his license still has an Illinois address from when he went to school at Illinois State, downstate. Well, not really downstate, middle of Illinois, but he needs to change it. But they want him to have his birth certificate, which is a problem because I have everybody's important papers in one location except Bradley's birth certificate. I don't know what happened to that thing. I don't know if I lost it years ago or if it's somewhere in such a good hiding place that I can't even find it. But I noticed years ago that I had I had Ryan's, I had mine, I had our marriage certificate, I had my husband's naturalization paper, his certificate from there. I have, all the car titles in the past that we've had, all that stuff I have in a specific location except Bradley's birth certificate. And it's really bugging me because I have one, it's like a piece of paper from the hospital. It's like it looks like some sort of, it has all the information that a normal birth certificate would have, and it's on thicker paper, and it's signed like with an official stamp. But that's not how birth certificates come. So I'm like, did they only give me that? Did they never give me a birth certificate? So I don't know. That's a little project for the near future that I have to take care of. Oh God, yeah, I forgot about Giving Tuesday. Shoot, I wasted all your life from for 5 until 6 is my supper time. Oh well, that's totally you. We were still friends. Bougie boho granny. Yeah, it's a stinky time for lots of folks, but at the time But I picked that time slot. It was pretty much the only time available. Granny D is usually my cooking time, so I don't get to type too much. Sometimes I do, but a lot of the times that's when I cook. But I still have you on. And then my husband comes home um, while you're on. Liz, I'm not a big Black Friday shopper myself. I've I've never gotten up early and gone shopping the day after Thanksgiving. Never. I'd gone shopping one year Black Friday. It was at night though, when everybody was finished for the day. And what did I buy? I bought some tube socks. So that's pretty much the extent of it. I don't. If I buy any gifts, I'm usually guilty of buying those gifts on the 23rd, perhaps even the 24th of December when I do my shopping. There was this one particular store I loved to take my kids to when they were little, and it's no longer in business anymore. They closed down, but it was called Benjamin Franklin. And I don't know if any of you Chicago people are familiar with Benjamin Franklin in Palos, but it was a cute little store where they had all kinds of old fashioned toys and old fashioned things that you hardly see. You know, your kind of your variety store. They have another store like that where we visit sometime in this town. I think it's St. Joseph, Michigan. We visit there. They have a nice beach there. And they have a little downtown area with a store just like that. Um, but obviously, I'm not going to go shopping 2 hours away to a little store like that. But I just wish we had more stores like that. Okay, Granny's going to go get herself all set up, and then we'll be rating her. Oh, Sally is here. Hi, Sally. Thank you for the birthday wishes. It's actually tomorrow, but I didn't want to. I I have I have quite a bit of plans going on, and one including getting my nails done with my girl. Cindy is her name. I make sure to book with her because she does a really good job. When she does my nails, I don't have to go back to her for up to 4 weeks. I have up to 4 weeks before I need to see her again. So it's worth it. But if I see somebody else in that spa, it's called a spa, I'm there in 2 weeks because they all fell off. So I make sure to go see her. Hmm. Yes, I made sure to turn off that. I made sure to disable that issue with the emojis because I think you can put up to 8 in the past before he'll say something. Um, but otherwise, you know, I just took it off. Okay, I got another little notice on my phone. Just just when all the commercials for the elections are over, you know, I was so sick of seeing the commercials for this guy running for governor, this guy running for Congress, this guy running for senator, this lady running, this lady running. Oh my gosh, I was so sick of all the commercials. Now we're gonna hear commercials. Well, especially I'm sure after Christmas. we'll start the mayoral commercials. We're already getting a little sprinkle or two of commercials for mayors. Um, it's not necessarily a vote for this person for mayor, but it was kind of like a commercial done by the mayor saying that she's doing a job. You know, it's like two guys playing video games and they were talking about the mayor. And then it just so happens that the mayor was in their house the whole time on the phone. And she's like, that's right, guys. I don't know. It's some weird commercial. You know, anyway, like the governor had the same kind of commercial. It was more a commercial, like saying, look, I've done this and that and this and that. You know, we're glad that we got this accomplished. Yeah. Well, all right. I'm going to start preparing to go and meet Annie. Let's see. I'm going to move a little close here. Hopefully, the picture will get scrambled. Oh, my eyes are just. I need a new pair of reading glasses. I need a different strength, you know. Okay. Sorry. I'm just, okay, let me put this link on her, for her channel. Holy cow. Yeah, these are not going to work. These glasses, I need to replace them. They don't work anymore. See, I turn 1 year older and my vision gets worse. How fun, right? Okay, so that's Granny D's channel. And we'll wait for her to come on. I can't even read that. I cannot even read that. Oh my gosh. No, I cannot. So everybody go over to Granny's. I'm going to say goodbye. I'm going to wish you all a happy Thanksgiving for those of you in the States. If you're somewhere else, just have a happy week in general. And take care and stay safe. And I will see you next week. Okay? Take care. Bye bye.